Repetitive tasks, which honestly tend to be chores and home stuff, those are on here on these little flags, and that is what I put on my monthly chart. So here I've got my chores list. I've got blogs and YouTube noted, I've got birthdays and holidays noted, and then I've got all my bill payments and how much they are. I mark in the days when I'm expecting them to be. So I've scheduled in some things, and when I get to them, you know, I might do it a little bit early, so I'll colour it in the day before or whatever. Like for instance, today, this week, the recycling needs to be done on Thursday, so I've scheduled it in on Thursday, but I'm busy Thursday, so I'm actually going to do it tonight. It's only Tuesday, but I'll be able to block it in, and then I can colour that one in when I actually put it out ready for Friday morning. So again, I can check and say, oh, you know, haven't swept downstairs for a while, probably should do that today, or probably should get round to that this weekend, and I can schedule it in. Because, you know, some people are natural nesters and they don't need to be reminded to do things like clean the bathroom or, you know, sweep through or whatever, but I need reminding. I need a pattern to follow, because I cannot tell you the amount of times I've gone downstairs and said, oh, damn, I've left the brush upstairs. I need to brush the kitchen and I've left the brush upstairs. But I'm on my way to do something else. So I think, oh, I'll go and get the brush in a minute when I've done this, and then I forget. And then a couple of hours later, I'll think, damn, I was gonna clean the kitchen, you know, and I'm on my way to doing something else. So I do that, and then I forget again. You know, it's really easy to do. I'm so easily distracted, it's not funny. I also have day-to-day, not memory loss, but days all merging together when you work from home. There is no way to pinpoint specific days if you don't have, like, I suppose it must be easier if you've got kids going to kindergarten once a week, or going to school every day, or you've got somebody going to work outside the house every day. But for me, you know, I'm just always home and working. That's my life. So it's really surprisingly easy for me to go 3 weeks without actually hoovering the floors. Because I'll think, oh, I'll just sweep through for now, I'll just sweep through for now, I'll just sweep through for now. And before I know it, 3 weeks has gone by and I've been sweeping but I haven't been hoovering. So that is basically what I'm doing here. I'm scheduling in things that I need to do regularly every month so that I can get on top of getting a habit together to say, I need to do something, oh, I haven't mopped the floors for a while, better get on that. This is still being set up because I'm still working out how I'm going to do my chores and what orders and things. I'm thinking I might actually just assume that everything is going to be done this week, and then if I don't do it this week, I'll do it next week. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything, because that's how I end up not doing the bathroom floor for a month or something like that. Well, not the bathroom floor, I do tend to do that one. But, you know, the kitchen floor, I do tend to forget about. So I printed my monthly chart, and I printed the monthly calendar on the back. So this is exactly the same as this bit. So there's my monthly chart. Whoops, sorry, it's all caught up. There's my monthly chart, and there's my calendar on the back. That's how it prints out, and week 18 is there, and May, and so on. But of course that bends the wrong way for it to fold out correctly, because the May would be back here. So I chopped off the May and I put the insert into here, and then what I did was, because this section on this page is week 18 and this pull out originally looked like this, all I did was I chopped off that bit, because you get 2 week 18 printouts because it covers 2 months. I chopped off that bit and I stuck that bit, I stuck what was left over the week 18 on this printout to make one piece, and then I just washi taped this onto the front, just so that it was easy to see, because what I found was, because this was originally like this, I couldn't find this bit. So I washi taped that, I put it there, and now I can see, like there's May, it's in pink, and up here I've got June is in green. So that's what I've done. So to start at the beginning, this is just a cover page, this is the bullet journal page. It was spare. I thought it would be useful to use as an index of special pages. So I've got my monthly page. This shows me where my month begins. On the back there, I've got my monthly chart. And as you can see, I had a few issues deciding where to fold it. On the back here, I've got the spare piece from the back of this, which I just use each month for things coming up that I haven't scheduled yet. I've got my months at a glance, which I just use for booking appointments. So I don't have to go all the way through all of this to find what I've got on. If somebody says to me, oh, can you do such and such on the 21st? Bam, in here. Oh, I can't do it in the morning, I've got a vet appointment. All right. Week 18 here, this page here, let me turn to week 19 because it's a bit clearer. This is timed appointments, holidays, things I need to remember, events, my mum's birthday, the bank holiday, the fire alarm check. Don't forget to pick up your prescription between 12 and 1 because the doctor's closes at 1, etc. So that is things that I have to do according to a schedule. This is stuff that I can do any time as long as I do it this week. And as you can see from the current week, you know, I can, dog food bill, £18. Well, I need to pay that on Thursday because I don't get paid until Thursday. My money doesn't come through until Thursday. Post, sort, SLCO papers, really important that I get that in the post today. So as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to set it to upload and then I'm going to run down to the post box with my SLCO papers so that I put them in the post today. You see how that works? Then I can colour in that little box and that one's done. Here's another really important one, and actually I've already done that one. There's another important one which I need to do today, that's listed for Wednesday. Another really important one, I've already done that, that was for Monday. So this is why I'm thinking crossing it out might be better, but I want to be able to read it, so I don't know. Perhaps just crossing through this will be the easiest way to do it. I'm not sure. I need to figure that out and what's going to work for me long term, but that's the sort of thing that you work out as you go along. So then I've got week 20's notes, and obviously I could write week 20 in here if I wanted to. I've got week 21, so I've got a vet appointment pre-booked on the 21st. I carried that across from my monthly calendar. My weekly chart for the 21st. So if there's anything on the 20th that I don't get done that wasn't urgent this week, when I get to the end of week 20 on Sunday, I'll look at this and I'll go, oh damn, I didn't do that. Right, I'll do that next week. And if it's something that I really should have done this week, then I'll put it as an important task. For instance, that contract that I needed to sign, actually it should have been done last week, and I put it on the list and I completely forgot to do it. So I moved it forward as an important thing to do on week 20, and I highlighted it so that it was something that I have to do that this week. It's got to be done. If it's in yellow, it doesn't get forwarded ever again. That's like crisis time. So I don't have anything that's crisis time yet for next week, but I haven't got to the end of this week. Week 21 notes, week 22. Oh, I've got a page missing. 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 Okay, there should be another one of these in there. I've probably pulled it out and got it in the wrong order or something. Huh. Yeah, I'll need to find that. That's my, oh, that's my other week 22. I had to spare week 22 somewhere and I couldn't figure out why. That's why, because I need to have a week 22. Okay, then we're into June. So yeah, there should be another page in there. Just imagine there's another page in there. Like I said, I don't have it, but it'd look like that. And then I'll have a graph paper there. And that does mean that 1 week I'll only have one piece of graph paper. So, you know, that'll basically look like that. But I can always add in another sheet if I need it. Or add a sticky notes or whatever. You know, I'm not worried about only having the last week because it's only half a week most of the time. It's unusual that the 22nd is actually mostly May and then the 1st of June. Usually it's like half and half. So then I have June, and that is the same setup. I've got my monthly chart. I've moved this across to the other side so it's easy to find. I've got coming up in June, so I need to set up a specific class for somebody. I don't have that scheduled yet. I need to wait and see, you know, how I need to do it and when I need to do it and what time it's going to take. But I've got it here because it's an important thing that I need to do in June. I have to do it in June. Then I've got my June calendar for scheduling appointments, and actually there should be an appointment on there already because I've got a second vet visit, I think, on the 4th. I might not have transferred that over yet. I'm still transferring appointments from my Filofax that are scheduled in advance because I only printed this a lot out yesterday. So yeah, like I say, a vet appointment there. So when I come to do June, I will go through and say, oh yes, on the 4th I've got a vet appointment, so write it in here and all the details for what it is. And then I've got week 23 and notes and 24 and notes and blah 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 blah. And then we come to July, which I haven't set up yet. I haven't done the month for July, but because I haven't done the month for July yet, it's here waiting to be cut up and sorted out. I've just put sticky notes on with my forward appointments, just for now. I've also got August in here as well, but again I haven't done the month sheet for August. I just have the weeks and my weekly charts. And then, because of the way it's printed out, the opposite side of all these look like that. And the opposite side of all these look like that. So what I've done, I've got these and I've got grid paper on the back, and then I've got these and I've got grid paper. What that means is that my projects, I've got ample place to write additional notes for ongoing projects. So for instance, I'm doing my spring cleaning at the moment and I've printed out these cute little things from Hello Cuteness and I stuck them onto my grid paper. I could have just written them on the grid paper, but you know, spring cleaning, hello, let's have some fun. So this is all my spring cleaning notes, my master list, my lists for different rooms, things like that. I've also got, which I haven't started yet, I've got these pages, which I normally use these pages for weekly accounts. So I can jot down accounts and I could put, you know, I could do it by week, or I could just use all of this and then move on to that one when I'm finished. It really doesn't matter to me that it's dotted about. As long as I can find it easily, it's not a problem. And I know that they're alternate pages. So that's quite good. That should work for me. And I can use this for task lists for specific projects. So if I've got a particular project, like for instance, my class for When Frogs Sing, my journaling class, every month we have a 9-day lesson, plus a daily prompt every day for a month, plus 2 prompt weeks, plus days off, plus all sorts of other things. And for each one I need to make sure I've done the video, I've done the links, I've done the scheduling, I've done when it goes live, I've done the paperwork, you know, all of it needs to be checked and double checked. So I can write a list here for one class or one session. So my next session is going to be, I don't know, what have we just done? Kawaii drawing. So for kawaii drawing, I can list each one, each video, and I can tick it off. Yeah, I've edited it, I've filmed it, I've edited it, I've planned it, I've written it up, I've written notes, I've found links, I've uploaded it, I've scheduled it, everything. I can tick it all off on here. It's really, really good for that. So yeah, that's that. Quick recap, because I know that this video is horrendously long and I'm sorry, but you know, it's a lot to explain in one go. Quick recap, this is ongoing notes, my lightweight Midori paper, ongoing notes, reading notes, things that I want to refer back to, stuff that I'm still working on. Then I've got my calendar with my monthly pull-out, my monthly task list, my weekly appointments, my weekly tasks, and then bullet journal notes, / notes. And recurring chores on sticky notes that I can just, for instance, I've done the yard today, so that doesn't need doing again until tomorrow. Done. Then I've got June, July, August, I've got to finish printing those out. Project pages in various different formats. I know it looks like it's all, I don't know why it keeps doing that. It looks like it's all grid paper, but it's not. It's different styles of notepaper. Then I've got, see, this is what I meant about the original printouts with the monthly pages. The monthly pages, they wrap around like this. Couldn't deal with that. Then I've got the printout for the other side of the bullet journal, which has just got some interesting information on it, and Ray's logo, because I like that logo. And then I have my plastic wallet, which has just got bits and pieces in it, and this is my study guide, which will be my curriculum, my deadlines, my tutorials, my tests, all that kind of stuff, when I need to do that. So it'll be one schedule all in one go. And that is that. That is all I'm using right now. I know. I know, right? Well, no, that's not true. I'm using an A5. I've got all this as well, you know, this is my class notes. But that is class planning. That is a whole other bird. This is where I put, so this week I must plan for class number 402, week 31. Then I go from this one and I say, okay, class number 402, week 31, go into here, find week 31, find class 402, and then I can write up my you know, what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing it. I use these to do my rough work, and then I use these to plan out my work tasks more minutely, because this is more so that I know that what I need to do this week overall, plan a class, this class. This is more, okay, in order to plan that class, I need to do this, 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 and this. And it's a checklist. And then once I've planned that class, I need to move it to this. So I need to get on to filming the class, and I need to do this, 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 and this. So that is working really well for me. This beautiful thing lives on my desk. It doesn't go anywhere. This is easy to carry around, and I love it. And I'm back in it, and I'm so happy because I missed my Midori. I fell out of love with it as a journal, basically because everybody else is doing it now. I know I'm fickle and I shouldn't be like that, but you know, the world and his wife is suddenly using a Midori as an art journal, and I want mine to be something that I enjoy using, and if everybody else is doing it, I'm not really enjoying it. However, as a planner, it works beautifully for me, so I think I'm going to stick with it as a planner for a while. Paper, I'm using the Sharpie fine pens. A lot of people say what works on cheap paper that doesn't bleed. Sharpie pen fine liners. You can get fine, extra fine and medium. They come in a range of colours, and they are no bleed ink. It doesn't matter what paper you use this on, it does not bleed. The end. It would have to be tissue paper for it to bleed through, because it's no bleed ink. Okay. My little Diamante dog, my German Shepherd, that was a gift from a friend. This was also a gift from a friend. I think this was from Shazan for my birthday. It's just a little charm, and I thought it was really pretty actually. It's very gothic looking and I like gothic stuff, so that's how I'm using my Midori Traveller's Notebook as a planner and a notebook. And it's kind of like, I kind of like the idea of commonplace book because I just take notes on all sorts of things in it. It's got my appointments, it's got my schedules, it's got notes on things I've read, notes on things I've done, and you know, it's not work, but it keeps me organised. I love it.